Good evening. We are bringing you commentary of Norwich City against AFC Bournemouth today from the EFL Championship. I'm your alternative host, Russ Vernon, and I'm joined by your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and you are listening to Football Commentary Live. To start off with, let's take a check on today's results, starting with the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. In the Premier League, Newcastle United 3, West Ham United 2. The evening kick-off sees Wolverhampton Wanderers take on Sheffield United at 8:15. We'll bring you the latest score on that at half-time of our featured match, which is Norwich against Bournemouth, coming up very, very soon with Nicholas Jones standing by for that commentary. Scottish Cup. Kilmarnock 3, Montrose 1. Aberdeen vs Livingston is in extra time. The score is 2-2. St Johnstone 2, Clyde 0. EFL Championship. Brentford 0, Millwall 0. Luton 1, Watford 0. Middlesbrough 1, QPR 2. Nottingham Forest 0, Huddersfield Town 2. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Bristol City 1. Stoke City 0, Preston North End 0. Swansea City 2, Wycombe Wanderers 2. Norwich v Bournemouth. The evening kick-off at 8 o'clock, our featured game. And after the Swansea result, congratulations to Norwich City. They are promoted back to the Premier League. The Women's FA Cup 4th round. Manchester City 8, Aston Villa 0. EFL League 1. Blackpool 1, Sunderland 0. Bristol Rovers 0, Lincoln City 1. Burton Albion 1, Plymouth Argyle 1. Charlton Athletic 0, Ipswich Town 0. Hull City 2, Fleetwood Town 1. Milton Keynes Dons 1, Portsmouth 0. Rochdale 3, Accrington Stanley 1. Shrewsbury Town 0, Doncaster Rovers 2. Wigan Athletic 2, Crewe Alexandra 0. AFC Wimbledon 4, Swindon Town 1. Oxford United 3, Gillingham 2. EFL League 2. Carlisle United 0, Port Vale 0. Exeter City 0, Southend United 0. Forest Green Rovers 3, Scunthorpe United 2. Grimsby Town 2, Bolton Wanderers 1. Harrogate Town 2, Bradford City 1. Leyton Orient 2, Barrow 0. Morecambe 4, Oldham Athletic 3. Newport County 0, Cambridge United 1. Stevenage 0, Mansfield Town 1. Tranmere Rovers 0, Salford City 0. Colchester United 2, Walsall 1. National League. FC Halifax Town 4, Kings Lynn 2. Barnet 3, Aldershot 1. Chesterfield 1, Bromley 2. Dagenham and Redbridge 3, Solihull Moors 2. Notts County 0, Eastleigh 1. Stockport County 2, Maidenhead United 2. Wilston 2, Hartlepool United 7. Woking 0, Wrexham 4. Yeovil Town 1, Boreham Wood 0. Altrincham 0, Sutton United 4. Scottish Championship. Alloa Athletic 1, Raith Rovers 2. Arbroath 4, Ayr United 0. Dunfermline 3, Queen of the South 1. Scottish League 1. Cove Rangers 2, Falkirk 0. East Fife 2, Peterhead 1. Scottish League 2. Annan Athletic 3, Brechin City 0. Cowdenbeath 1, Stirling Albion 5. Edinburgh City 2, Queen's Park 3. Elgin City 2, Albion Rovers 5. So those are some great results there. Some big news coming from Germany after the VfL Wolfsburg 2 Bayern Munich 3 game. earlier on today. This evening, Bayern Munich boss Hansi Flick has confirmed to his players and has asked Barcelona to terminate his contract. So Hansi Flick is asked to leave Bayern Munich this summer. We'll try and get reaction to that big news story very, very soon. And well, right now, I'm going to say the first good evening as we turn to our attentions to this evening's match now, featured game, Norwich City against Bournemouth. I'm going to say a very good evening to our match commentator, Nicholas Jones. And Nicholas, how are you doing today, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good evening, Ross. I'm doing great. Yourself?
All good, mate. Thank you. We've got a few shout-outs that we'd like to make on this evening's programme. So a very good evening to you all if you're tuned in right now. And that is to Derek, to Jerry, to Anne, and to Malcolm. You know who you are. And that shout out has been asked for me to be made by Nicholas Jones this evening. So hopefully you enjoy hearing Nicholas on commentary this evening. I know that you always tune in when Nicholas does his commentaries in. As part of the Football Commentary Live main people behind who've helped set this platform up and got it put together, myself and Mike, and along with Barry Swain, we've all been really impressed with the stuff Nicholas has done for the channel. This game this evening will be his third commentary that he has done for us. The other two was Forest Green Rovers versus Bolton and Peterborough United versus Sunderland. And Forest Green Rovers versus Bolton he did with myself aliside him. And this one tonight and the last game he did, Peterborough Sunderland, he did on his own. And I think I've done a few solo commentaries on my own, and they're very hard to do, and which Nicholas has said that he's not that very much keen to do commentaries on his own. But from what he did in the last game, because I was listening behind the scenes in that last game, and I just want to say to Nicholas, on behalf of everyone here, you did a fantastic job, Nicholas, on your own. So keep up the great work, my friend, and hopefully you'll have another good commentary done this evening. And do you want to say hello to the people we said hello to, Nicholas, or give a shout out to, Nicholas?
Yes, like you said, hello to everyone who is listening, wherever you may be around the world. We know who you are, and if you are listening in other far-flung places around the world, all I can say to you is good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and hope you enjoy tonight's match.
Yes, Nicholas, we picked this game yesterday as we thought Norwich would need to get a result from this game to get promoted. Obviously, as I mentioned when I read out the scores from earlier on today, the results have gone Norwich's way, so they've been promoted without kicking a ball. And Nicholas, from the games that you have seen that Norwich have played this season, from what you've been able to watch, what have you made to Norwich City this season? Do you think they deserve to go up from what you've seen, Nicholas?
I had a feeling that they would go up from day one, very much, and the result that they have been unbeaten in 13 games just goes to prove that statement. I'd always thought that they would be one of the top teams to go for promotion in the Championship, but I didn't think it would be but I didn't think it would be decided in these circumstances. I actually thought that they would. That they would go up in promotion, determined on the outcome of results. As for AFC Bournemouth, I had them down as either second automatic promotion or the playoffs.
It looks like it may be the playoffs for AFC Bournemouth this season. It looks like they may have to settle for playoffs this season because of the way Watford have performed. I know they've dropped off a little bit Bournemouth, but not Bournemouth, Watford in recent weeks. But do you think they can get something from this game today, Bournemouth? Or do you think Norwich will be too strong for them tonight, Nicholas?
Bournemouth have performed decently in recent weeks. They didn't have a good start to the season, and the poor results by then manager Lee Tyndall resulted in his sacking before Christmas. And since Jonathan Woodgate stepped in, he has improved the Cherries' performance. But I think that they could potentially draw with them. They need to gain every point they can, because if Barnsley win tomorrow against Coventry, and Bournemouth lose, the Tykes will go 3 points clear ahead of them.
Yes, the would, Nicholas. So we're looking at that end of kick-off tonight. What results could mean if they didn't pick up the positive results that they were needing to pick up. Just looking at the sides that we've both put out now, both naming unchanged sides, and with the form of Teemu Pukki up front for Norwich, Emi Buendia, Todd Canwell, Kieran Dowell in behind the striker this evening, and from the rest of the season as well. Omobamidele as well at the back. Your new list of left back. Max Aarons at right back, went down a centre back. You can go through the entire starting lineup. Oliver Skipp, Kenny McLean, and also Tim Quill in goal as well for Norwich. They've just been brilliant to watch this season. And if you're looking at it on a personal standpoint, Nicholas, with the squad that Norwich have got on paper at the start of the season, where did you think Norwich would finish at the start of the season, Nicholas? Do you think they would have finished in the top two, or would you have probably said at the start of the season probably finished in the playoff places? Where would you have put them there?
At the start of the season, I would have predicted they would go right to the top, definitely in the top two. Whether they would have won or not, I definitely don't know. But because of but I didn't know at the time. Sorry, but because of the form that they've showed throughout this season, they have been testament to the prediction I made that they would be in the top two.
Yes, that is correct, Max. As I mentioned, Omobamidele at the back, he's come in, played quite well alongside Grant Townley, and experience setting Grant Townley helped him along. He's not very old himself, Andrew Omobamidele. So, what sort of a partnership do you think, and how much experience do you think Grant Townley has given and shown Andrew Omobamidele this evening and going into the games? Do you think the partnership alongside with Grant Townley and Omobamidele is what's needed for Norwich to succeed going forward, Nicholas?
Experience does count with Grant Hanley. I think he's taught Omobamidele really well. Obamidele, he's only 18 years old, Republic of Ireland Youth International. I reckon that if they stay, I reckon he'll learn a lot more from Hanley. Should they remain in the team next year? Although I should also add that Omobamidele has also featured for the Canaries under-23 side in the Premier League Division 2.
Yes, in a few moments, guys, both myself and Nicholas, along with everyone at Carrow Road that we've discussed on our pictures in front of us, will be observing a couple of minutes silence in memory of His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, and we'll remember his life on the day what is his funeral. So if our listeners can do the same and not post anything in the chat, we can see him on the screen right now. So myself and Nicholas will take a short break and we'll be back ahead of kick-off for Norwich City against Bournemouth. Don't go anywhere. Right, we've all set for kick-off then, after the minute's silence. And Norwich will be the team that goes off and underway, still your first half commentary. I'll leave you in the capable hands or voice that is Nicholas Jones.
Thanks, Russ. Norwich City already promoted. Bournemouth needing every point they can. Norwich will be playing it, and everyone around Carrow Road takes the knee in solidarity for Black Lives Matter. I was just going to add that Norwich City playing in the yellow shirts, green shorts and yellow socks. Bournemouth in the red and black striped shirts, black shorts, black socks, and we're already underway. And the ball is going out for a throw-in, and is going to be Bournemouth to take the throw with Lloyd Kelly. Daniel Farker has led Norwich to 2 promotions to the Premier League. Bournemouth in possession of the ball, glanced off the head of a midfielder. It looked like it was heading for Solanke, but it was cut off by one of the Norwich defenders, and one of them is picking up the ball now. It is Max Aarons. Away the ball goes to one of the midfielders, Giannoulis. And it looked like Pookie was going for it, but one of the Bournemouth defenders quickly cut him off. Loma. Aarons. Skip. Branch. Skip. Giannoulis now. There we go. Now Pookie. Tamu Pookie. But already it's offside. Offside flag given by the 4th official, Dean Whitestone. The referee is Graham Scott, normally in the Premier League, and his assistants are Neil Davies and Edward Smart. Bournemouth back in possession. Now Norwich again. And the ball's just gone wide. It was from Buendia. Emiliano Buendia, the Argentinian. Cantwell looked like it might have been heading for Cantwell, but Buendia quickly went for it, but it just whistled past the posts. How close could he have got? Anyway, Bournemouth back in possession. This is Lerma. Now, and that was Danjuma, but it was intercepted by Buendia. McLean. Giannoulis. Now Giannoulis again. Hanley, the captain. On straight to the goalkeeper for Bournemouth, Asmir Begovic. And he skies it further field, but intercepted by Bournemouth. Cantwell. Brooks. Giannoulis. Already 4 minutes in, still 0-0. McLean. Now Pookie. Tamu Pookie. Almost cut out. And the ball's gone straight in from Emiliano Buendia. 4 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Norwich have opened their accounts. Daniel Farker looks pretty smug about this. I actually thought it was going to be Pookie to score, but he did have a part to play in this. Good pass upfield by McLean. Pookie held onto the ball and held off the Bournemouth defenders, quickly passed to Buendia, who just put it away, no trouble, with his left foot. No, I beg your pardon, it was his right foot, but the team knew exactly what they were doing, and it looked to me as though Pookie made a last minute split-second decision for Buendia to fire the ball in. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 0. And Bournemouth need to get every point they can to win. Remember, if they lose and Barnsley win against Coventry, they'll be in trouble. Hanley. McLean. Ball's going up the field. And almost caught by what looked like Max Aarons. Yes, it was indeed Max Aarons who was going for it. Jonathan Woodgate's managerial record has won 9 out of the 14 games he has managed Bournemouth for, a win rate of 64%. Norwich still holding on to this. Giannoulis. Cantwell. Billing. It looked like Billing was about to intercept the ball. Anyway, it's gone out for another throw. Jonathan Woodgate talking to one of the assistants. And it's going to be Aarons with the throw-in. 7 minutes gone. McLean. Skip. Pookie. Pookie crosses, but almost heads for Giannoulis, but the ball's gone out for a Bournemouth throw. Adam Smith to take the throw. Ball being passed between the Bournemouth defenders. Looked like Solanke was going for it. Norwich back in possession now with Buendia. Cantwell almost went for it, but the Bournemouth defenders did well to hold him off. Hanley. And the ball's gone out again for a Bournemouth throw. Adam Smith to take. Smith. Looked like it was heading for Solanke, but the Norwich defenders did well to hold him off. Ball's gone back to Hanley. Back to Krul. What can he do? Passing backwards and forwards to Hanley. Todd Cantwell. Back to a defender. Oliver Skip now. Omobamidele. McLean. Crosses. Dowell. Now Kieran Dowell. Cantwell. McLean. Skip. Aarons. Norwich have had most of the possession for the first half, I must say. Teemu Pukki now. But guarded well by the Bournemouth defence. McLean, Pukki again. Top scorer for the Canaries so far this season. Excellent cross into the penalty area, but held off. Billing going for the ball, but couldn't quite get there. Cantwell. Good cross by Dowell. Bournemouth still holding their ground. They appear to have gained a bit more resilience. But will it hold? Aarons. Skip. Cantwell. Cantwell crosses the ball to Giannoulis, the Greek international. Hanley. Giannoulis again. Giannoulis on loan from Pauk. He crosses, was aiming for Pukki, but the Bournemouth defence did well to guard the goal, and Bournemouth now have a throw-in. Steve Cook, the captain, unhappy about something. Bournemouth still in possession of the ball. Adam Smith to Pearson. Cook. Back to Cook. That was from Cameron Carter-Vickers, the USA international. Did well to hold him off. Pukki's gone down. Referee says play on. Carter-Vickers. And the ball has gone out for another throw, and that is Teemu Pukki. He's gone down, holding his knee. Looks like he's hurt something. Looks like he might have hurt something on his knee anyway. He was heading for the ball to nab it off Cameron Carter-Vickers. I think they bashed knees together. Anyway, the physio has gone out to stretch his leg. Bit of a blow, really, to Norwich to have. Should Pukki be absent and be taken off, but that doesn't matter given that they are promoted already. And just having a look at again at that Buendia goal. Like I said earlier, superb decision making by Pukki. And don't they look happy? It looks to me as though Pukki will be substituted. We'll confirm who it is in a moment. He's got back up, which is good news. Taking a quick drink, that's fine. Daniel Farker not smiling on the outside, but inside he must be feeling pretty smug about what's just happened today and how he's going right now. And I beg your pardon, no one is coming onto the pitch yet, but they might well do. We'll let you know as soon as I can. Anyway, it's out for another Bournemouth throw. Bournemouth are doing all they can to claw their way back into this game, but they can't quite break through Norwich's stranglehold. Todd Cantwell. Philip Billing. Danjuma. Cross by one of the midfielders heading for Smith. But the Norwich defenders were too quick for him. Now Brooks. David Brooks. Billing. Almost went for goal, but the Norwich defenders did well to cut him out. Excellent cross to Billing by Brooks. No, sorry, by Brooks to Billing. I beg your pardon, got my name switched around, but Billing was unlucky to not score because the defence was getting in the way. 15.5 minutes gone. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 0. Throw-in taken by Bournemouth. Adam Smith. Not for long, it's now Hanley. It was looking for Dow, but Bournemouth were quick to get it off him. Brooks. And a foul by Pearson on one of the Norwich defenders, although it didn't go the way he intended. I think he effectively tripped himself up and has now gone down. Referee Graham Scott tries to work out what's going on. He's looking into his pocket, and it's a red card. A red card for one of the Norwich players. Couldn't see who it was. That's been sent off. We'll let you know shortly. It looked like it might have been Giannoulis. My gut instincts did say it was Giannoulis. Both of these players were brought down. Giannoulis went for the ball, but I think he caught Pearson on the knee. Was it intentional? I don't think it was. He might have been going for the ball, but it looked like Pearson might have actually slipped up, and Giannoulis caught him on the knee by accident. Daniel Farker not impressed, and Dimitris Giannoulis has been sent off for that foul on Ben Pearson. Unlucky to be sent off, in my opinion. Everyone now trying to calm down and compose themselves. Farker's still angry. And I wouldn't be surprised if a few minutes are added on towards the end of the first half. Anyway, we're back in play. Here's Dow. Norwich defending the 6-yard box well. Skip. And a foul on one of the Norwich midfielders. Nothing given at this stage, although play has been stopped for a brief period. Anyway, the good news is Ben Pearson is back up on his feet. I think he might have just been winded from that foul just now. Just caught a glimpse of one of the Norwich substitutes looking to come on. Aarons, Cantwell, back to Aarons, but out for a throw. David Brooks to take the throw, which he does. Pearson. Where's the ball going? And it's gone to Kelly. But out for another throw. It was actually going to Kelly via Cook. And yes, indeed, one of the Norwich City substitutes is about to come on. Here's Pearson again. Adam Smith. Now Cameron Carter-Vickers. Norwich defending very well indeed. Jefferson Lerma. Pearson. Carter-Vickers. Smith. Back to Pearson, but blocked by Pookie. Now Lerma again. Lerma looking for Danjuma. He's found him. And Bournemouth are level, but goal has been ruled out. Cantwell. Bournemouth need to avoid foul-ups like this if they are to keep themselves in contention for the playoffs. Don't forget, if they lose and Barnsley win tomorrow, their promotion chances will be given a bit more of a denting. Pearson has been brought down again, but quickly back up. I think he clipped Max Aarons. Aarons looked like he was retaliating. That was unnecessary. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that again. It looked like he was just marginally offside. Danjuma, it was actually Solanke that got the final touch, but Solanke was marginally just offside, so the goal will not stand. And a substitution is taking place. Jacob Sorensen will be going on in place of Kieran Dow. Free kick given to Bournemouth. Danjuma to take it, which he does, but Norwich keep the goal area clear. But back to Danjuma. He crosses and straight into the arms of Tim Krul. Almost 22 and a half minutes gone. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 0. You're listening to Football Commentary Live. Omar Bamidele. Back to Krul. Good header by Sorensen. But the ball has gone out again for another throw. Anyway, it's gone back in. And Hanley was brought... Looked like Hanley was fouled. Couldn't tell if Solanke actually brought him down from this angle. Just taking another look again at the Giannoulis red card. It was they did actually touch knees, or did his boot actually get him on the knee? Anyway, I'm sure it wasn't intentional and very unlucky to be sent off. Billing. Almost caught by Pookie, but he was able to hold on. Not for long, though, as Buendia. McLean. Buendia again. Skip. Sorry, Buendia. Danjuma. Pearson. Now Lerma, the Colombian international. Back to Adam Smith. Looking for Brooks. but Hanley was able to get in front of him. And it looks as, and the ball has gone out for a goal kick. Omo Bamidele has started the last 4 championship games for Norwich. Only 18 years old, he could be a bright hope for the future. Sorensen to take the throw-in for Norwich. Twenty-five minutes gone. And it looks as if, and another Bournemouth player has gone down. No, in fact, it's actually Pearson again. This lad's been roughed up quite a few times already throughout this game. I didn't see what actually happened. Was he tripped again, or did he? Was he tripped again, or did he go down of his own accord? We shall see. It was an altercation. It was actually a physical altercation, and it looked like it was McLean that tangled with him. Yes, indeed, it was. It was indeed McLean, just shoved him to one side. But he's back on it, but back on his feet again. Anyway, thrown again to Norwich. But Bournemouth quick to intercept. Adam Smith. Adam Smith fouled by Teemu Pukki. Not worthy of anything, in my opinion. That's a throw in to Norwich, and Pearson was signed from Preston for an undisclosed fee before the transfer window closed in January. Pearson now streaking up the field, almost intercepted by Pukki, who's brought him down again. But still Bournemouth in play. Lerma. Brooks. Smith. Carter Vickers. Now Cook. Lerma was heading for Kelly, but the Norwich defenders did well to cut him out. And it's going to be a corner to Bournemouth. Can they achieve something from here? They couldn't do with that free kick earlier, but can a corner make the difference? And it is going to be Arno Danjuma to take the corner. He was heading for Billing, but Pukki was too quick for him. Teemu Pukki looks like he's taken them all on, but passes to Cantwell. Cantwell fires from just before the D, but the ball has gone over the crossbar. A low ball to Billing, but cut off by Pukki. Pukki did well to intercept the ball. Cantwell was going for goal, but he aimed at the wrong angle. That ball didn't look like it was going to go in. Now here's Danjuma. Lerma, but whatever it was going for ended up in the arms of Tim Krul. Almost 29 minutes gone. Still Norwich 1, Bournemouth 0. Krul kicks the ball. Aims for Pukki, which he's found. And Pukki clatters into Adam Smith. But both are okay. McLean goes for the ball and sends it out for a throw. Bournemouth back in possession. Lerma. Heads for one of his attacking teammates, but Norwich defenders quick to intercept. Brooks. Now Pearson. Back to Lerma. Kelly. Danjuma. Back to Kelly again. Almost cut off by Skip, but Bournemouth still in play. Billing. Lerma. Solanke! But the ball went to the wrong side of the net. That was very unlucky. If he'd been at another angle, he could have equalised, but was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's gone out for a corner. Can Bournemouth make something of this? No, because Aaron's quickly headed the ball out, and it's gone for another throw. But Norwich aren't out of the woods yet. Solanke brought down. No penalty given. Norwich still in play. Billing looked like he was brought down, but quickly up. Lerma. Jefferson Lerma! But caught by Krul. For the past few minutes, Bournemouth have been looking as though they want to get back into this. It seems like they mean business. But once again, how unlucky could Solanke get? Just missing that net by inches. Anyway, Norwich back in possession. Buendia. Cantwell. Now Buendia again. Cantwell. Omo Bamidele. Hanley. Back to Omo Bamidele. Skip. Aarons. Max Aarons. Now Cantwell again. Cantwell still in play, but quickly brought down. I think it's going to be another Norwich corner. I think it's going to be a Norwich corner. Hands were raised, but nothing was given. And Kelly was the man who brought him down, but no corner given. My apologies. Adam Smith for Bournemouth. Now David Brooks. Smith again. Solanke. No, sorry, Lerma. Kelly. Solanke. Pearson. Aiming for Brooks, which he's found. Now Adam Smith. Looked like he was going for a low cross into goal, but Krul was quick to intercept. Krul has been on fire this evening. Krul sends the ball upfield, but almost caught by Cook, but Bournemouth back in possession. Here's Cook. Carter Vickers. Smith. Now Brooks. Adam Smith. Passes to Pearson, who's now gone for Billing. But Norwich blocking blocking very well. Buendia was fouled by one of the Bournemouth midfielders. Couldn't see who it was, but nothing given. Actually, it looks like something is indeed going to be given. The referee is making a note in his book. Doesn't look like a card will be. Doesn't look like a card will be given. It looks more. It looks like it will probably be just a verbal warning. Anyway, free kick to Norwich for Buendia to take. Referee just directing the ball into the correct position. And in fact, it looks like Lerma was booked. So it looked like Lerma was given a yellow card. We'll check later. Smith. Brooks. Brooks to Billing. Now Adam Smith. Back to Billing again. Now Pearson. Billing. Straight to Smith. Smith crosses. Was aiming for Solanke, but the Norwich defence was too quick for him. Norwich aren't out of the woods yet. Carter Vickers. Lerma. Lerma crosses. Finds Billing, but the Norwich brick wall is holding out really well. They just can't seem to break through. Lerma. Kelly. Kelly again. Pearson. Smith. Carter Vickers. Lerma. Brooks. Solanke. Cut away by McLean. This is Cook. Now back to Begovic. Carter Vickers finds Smith. And Smith is going for Solanke, who is found. Solanke doing well to hold off Hanley for the longest possible time, but the ball inevitably goes out. What must be going through Jonathan Woodgate's mind, ex-Middlesbrough manager. Tim Krul paces the ball into the Norwich penalty area. Which direction is he going to kick it to, I wonder? If Norwich win against Watford in midweek, they've won the title. Bournemouth back in possession. Carter Vickers to Smith. Back to Pearson. Good to see him still on the pitch after being roughed up so many times throughout the first half. Here's Lerma. Pearson. Brooks. Pearson again. Back to Brooks. Brooks finds Smith. Smith was ready to cross, but Sorensen held him off. Great bit of defending from the substitutes, and it is going to be a Bournemouth corner again. Will it be third time lucky for the Cherries? Brooks sends the ball into the penalty area, but Norwich handle the goal, but Norwich handled the situation very well indeed. Brooks. Smith. Pearson. Kelly. Danjuma. Danjuma doing well to hold on to the ball. He's found Solanke, but the Norwich defence doing well to hold him off. Kelly going for the ball, but Oliver Skipp was too quick for him. Excellent cross to Smith. Adam Smith for Bournemouth. Can he make something of this? No. Good defending by the Norwich. Good defending by Norwich, but it looked like Smith was fouled by Hanley. Referee going to check to see if Smith is all right. I hope he is. Couldn't tell what kind of challenge that was. That did look a bit reckless. Was Hanley going for the ball? He might well have been. But Hanley looks like he's hurt himself in the process now, as the Norwich physio goes over to have a look at him. I think he's feeling his foot. It could be a foot injury. Tim Krul and Andrew Omobamidele look on concerned. Still 1-0 between Norwich and Bournemouth. Hanley goes back onto his feet. He's walking about. He's able to stand. That's good. Is Adam Smith okay as well? I wouldn't be surprised if more time is added on after 45 minutes. And it looks to me as though it will. Hanley's walking around, trying to get some feeling into his legs. Will there be another substitution for Norwich? And it looks like it's going to be Alex Tete to take his place. Having a bit of trouble getting his jacket unzipped by the looks of it. Anyway, he's done that now, and he is going to take something. He's going to take another item of clothing off to reveal his Norwich shirt. Daniel Farke talking to Jonathan Wood about the incident, and definitely a substitution between Hanley and Tete. The fourth official has just confirmed that by holding the post, but he's holding them back for now. Goal kick taken by Krul. Cantwell. McLean. Back to Bournemouth. Billing. Kelly. Danjuma heading for Kelly, but Norwich once again showing their defensive superiority. No matter how many times Bournemouth get close to scoring, they just can't get past the defence and the goalkeeper. Out for another corner. Misses everyone and goes out again for another throw. Bournemouth are trying all they can. They just can't seem to break through the defence right now. "30 seconds of normal time remaining," although, like I said earlier, wouldn't be surprised if additional time is added. Anyway, we're back in play. Brooks, Lerma, Danjuma. Danjuma to Kelly. Aarons. Max Aarons. And caught by Lerma. It looked like it was aimed for Solanke, but Norwich once again holding out. Here's Cantwell. But nicked by Pearson. And 5 minutes will be added on to the first half time. Adam Smith to Brooks, and those extra 5 minutes could give Bournemouth the chance they need to level the score. Once again, superb defending from Norwich. Ball has gone out for a throw to Danjuma. Cameron Carter-Vickers. Carter-Vickers passes to Lerma. Now Danjuma, but nicked by one of the Norwich defenders who has been fouled. That was Buendia. The goal scorer from earlier on, but nothing given. He's walking about, he's fine. And it is going to be a goal kick again to Norwich. Tim Krul sends the ball away, but intercepted by a Bournemouth player. Now it's back to Lerma. Adam Smith. Now Billing. Back to Billing again. Cook. Carter-Vickers. Adam Smith. Solanke. And Billing tried to get the ball, but was brought down. Nothing given. Straight to the feet of Begovic, who passes to Smith. Smith crosses to Solanke, but the Norwich defenders were able to hold him off. Good work by Grant Hanley. Almost 2 minutes of additional time left. Krul kicks the ball forward. Lerma. Kelly. Back to Lerma again. Now Kelly. Lloyd Kelly passes to Adam Smith. Now David Brooks. Brooks tries to go around Cantwell, but passes to Lerma. Maybe he'll try and break through. Solanke. Kelly. Sent away by Buendia. Lerma. Cook. Pearson. Now Brooks. Lerma to Pearson again. Now Adam Smith. But defended really well by Jacob Sorensen. Ben Pearson. Steve Cook. Back to Cook. Pearson. Brooks. Carter Vickers. Now Brooks again. Kelly. Danjuma. Lerma again. Now Adam Smith. He must cross quickly. Almost does it to Billing. Now Pearson. Billing. And the whistle has gone for half time. Norwich have pulled out early on in the game. Bournemouth have tried all they knew to try and get back into the game, but the half-time score at Carrow Road, Norwich City 1, AFC Bournemouth 0.
Thank you, Nicholas Jones, and I'm back to Nicholas in round about 15 minutes or so time to bring you up in what is been a fantastic first half. We'll let him have a quick break, bring him up, let him have a break, get his breath back from that first half, as he has been providing some superb commentary from the first half there, Nicholas. So thank you very much. You'll hear more from Nicholas again at half time. If you missed it earlier on, I just want to say hi to Derek, Jerry, Anne, and Malcolm, who are all tuned in this evening. That shout out comes from the wonderful Nicholas Jones. He wanted me to give them a shout out, so I said I would do that for you, Nicholas. So hopefully they've enjoyed that, and hopefully they've enjoyed hearing your commentary on the first half, which sees Norwich leading 1-0 against Bournemouth in the EFL Championship. In the Premier League this evening is still goalless between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Sheffield United. So, fantastic stuff there. This fantastic game is very, very good for you. Norwich in the lead, and they should be, could have had more. Bournemouth could have had more as well. Lerman picked up a booking in that first half as well. Nicholas has just informed, as he mentioned on the commentary as well. Hopefully you're all enjoying the coverage this evening. If you missed the scores earlier on, just want to say finished Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0 in the FA Cup semi-final. No quadruple now for Manchester City. In the Premier League, Newcastle 3, West Ham 2, Newcastle 2-0 up. West Ham fought back to 2-2, down to 10 men as well when Dawson was sent off. Diop own goal and Joel Linton put Newcastle 2-0 up. Diop then put one back on 73. Lingard on the penalty spot on 80. Joe Willock on 82 with the winning goal in the Premier League. And it's still Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Sheffield United 0 in the Premier League. This evening, brilliant coverage from Nicholas Jones. Already, Emiliano Buendia on 5 minutes with the goal for Norwich City. And Emi Buendia this season has been superb. Dimitris Yanoulis saw red for a challenge on Ben Pearson. Pearson, for me, went down quite a few times already this season. Buendia, just 24 from Argentina, been a nice since 2008. And this season, that was, I'm not sure if it's including this one tonight, but if it's not, that was his 13th goal of the season. So I've got 12 or 13 goals this season as Emiliano Buendia after the first half this evening, against Bournemouth. He has now got 13 goals this season. He has played 34 championship matches this season, Emiliano Buendia, and he has done superb this season. 13 goals already for Emiliano Buendia, and Norwich City are just superb to watch this season. Norwich City is superb to watch this season, and I must say, from that first half, Bournemouth have had the majority of the possession, more chances as well, but I think Norwich don't care what happens tonight. They're already promoted. They want to get a win, obviously, but when I say they won't be bothered, won't be bothered about the performance levels tonight. They're already up. Yes, they want to put on a good performance every single week, but for the play like this and win games, that is what it's all about as well. Win games, don't matter how you play, just as long as the end goal is to get the 3 points, and that's what Norwich are doing at the moment, getting the 3 points. Not playing as well as they can do, but they are getting those 3 valuable points. So far, so good. And like I said, Emiliano Buendia's 13th goal of the season in all competitions as well. So Emiliano Buendia, absolutely superb. Teemu Pukki, 25 goals already this season. Just looking back at the Unulis red card, he could have been. I've seen he could have been a yellow card. I've seen him give us a red, so there's no complaints there. But absolutely superb stuff from Norwich in the first half. Since to the lead, defended resolutely, kept Bournemouth out, and so far so good. And just going to fetch in your match commentator for a little chat at half time. And Nicholas, superb first half from Norwich. Yes, they've had to defend quite a bit since getting that early goal on 5 minutes, but they've shown some good character to sit in and defend, and they've been down to 10 men since the 17th minute as well. Just looking at the disallowed goal from Dan Juma, which was offside by Solanke, and if Solanke doesn't touch that or put a foot out to get that, if I just watch this, if he actually does touch it, Solanke's offside and he goes to play the ball and gets a slight touch. If he doesn't touch his Solanke, that's a perfectly good goal. But going back to Norwich, how well do you think they've done, considering they took the early lead on 5 minutes, been down to 10 minutes in 70 minutes, but they've proved some fantastic defending in that first half, haven't they, Nicholas?
Yes, they certainly have. Their defence has been rock solid. I was almost bowing just watching.
Yes, and Nicholas, who do you think has played well for Norwich so far this season?
Grant Hanley's done really well with keeping the ball out, although I should have to give a special mention to the substitute, Jacob Sorensen. He's also been there when the team's needed it and has also done really well in keeping the ball away from attacking Bournemouth players. Solanke a couple of times did come close to scoring. There was also that one occasion when he was unlucky to only have the ball go the wrong side of the net.
Yes, that is the case. Your dad is on, Nicholas, is on via YouTube tonight. Very good evening to you, Derek. And he says, thank you for the shout out. Sounds like a good game. And Nicholas, he does say sounds like a good game. I think it has been a good game. Would you say it's been a good game as well, mate?
Yes, I would say it's been a good, I would say it's been a good game. But like you say, Norwich don't care what happens scores wise tonight. but I have been expecting to see a bit more attacking from Bournemouth. I certainly saw some of that, but they just need to convert whatever attacking powers they've had into goals.
Yes, they do, Nicholas. And Nicholas, say if you was Jonathan Woodgate at half time with the likes of Jack Wilshere, Stanislas, Riquelme, Surridge, all on the bench who would like to get forward and create chances or even score chances. Bournemouth need, like I said, Bournemouth need to win to make because if they lose or even if they draw tonight and Barnes the win tomorrow, they can overtake them. But, but if you was Jonathan Woodgate tonight, if you're looking at your subs bench, like you've got who can play outfield, which is Stacey, Rico, Mepham, Wilshere, Stanislas, Riquelme, Anthony, Surridge. If you're looking at those, Nicholas, out of those 8, which one would if you was which one would you fetch on first out of that if you were looking to try and get something out of this and possibly the next goal to try and tail the game to Norwich City?
I would get on. I would definitely try and get on Stanislas because he's another good player when he's on form for the Cherries.
Yes, as half-time scores just coming to us right now. Half-time between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Sheffield United in the Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Sheffield United 0. No breakthrough yet after KJ first 45 minutes. So that's at half-time. There will be going back across to Carrow Road or across to Nicholas for the game at Carrow Road from the Football Country Live HQ studios from Yorkshire to Nicholas, where he is based this evening. I'm based
Berkshire, mate.
Nicholas is in Berkshire, I'm in Yorkshire. We're going across to Berkshire very, very soon as the players emerge back onto the field of play. Should be a very good game this second half. I'm looking forward to it. Nicholas, just a question before we get ready for the second half. If I were to ask you and say to you right now, Nicholas, the score's 1-0 at half time to Norwich. Looking from that first half, what would your final score prediction be? What would you say the final score is going to be this evening, should I say?
If Bournemouth if Bournemouth get more luck from their chances, I would give it a 1-1. But even if Bournemouth lose or draw, they would lose out to Barnsley. They need to win this one. But whether they actually do or not, I don't know. But given Norwich's strength in defence, they might just hold them off for that one. But if players like Pookie and Cantwell get given more chances, they could even be 2 or 3-0 up. But we shall see.
We shall indeed see, Nicholas. We shall see indeed the players almost ready for the second half in the game between Norwich City and Bournemouth. Bending back across to Berkshire in a few minutes' time for Nicholas Jones to bring us full commentary on the second half. Just once again, big shout outs goes to Derek Jones, Jerry Jones, and Malcolm, who are all tuned in this evening. So Derek, Jerry, and Malcolm, thank you very much for tuning in and supporting Football Commentary Live. And if you want to support not just Nicholas, who, as I've been rightly informed, is your family member, your son and your nephew on the broadcast today, who's doing this commentary today. But if you want to support like myself or any of our other commentators that we have got on this super team that we've got at Football Commentary Live, so the likes of myself, Jack Cunningham, Mike Harneman, Matt Hiles, Barry Swain, Kieran Riley. We've also got John Kane as well. We've also got quite a few more. Elliott as well, who's yet to make his football commentary live debut after the game on towards the end of the season for one of those games. So you can just do so. Keep your lock to the channel where you're listening to it right now, and we'll get ready. We see Bournemouth have made a change at half time, and we'll hand back over to Nicholas Jones, who can tell us who's come on and who's come off for Bournemouth as they get ready to kick us off in the second half. It's Bournemouth who are trailing against Norwich City. Nicholas.
Thanks, Ross. Bournemouth will be kicking off the second half, and the quick mention of the substitute, Jefferson Lerma has gone off for Sam Surridge. And Bournemouth back in possession early on. Here's Ben Pearson now. Still lucky to be on, in my opinion, after being roughed up. Here's Kelly, back to Pearson. Carter Vickers, almost caught by Cantwell, but David Brooks was quick to intercept it. Billing was heading for one of the attacking players, but Cantwell was quick to hold him off. Hanley, Pearson. Pearson crosses. Found Brooks, but Brooks doing well to hold on to the ball despite the advancements of Cantwell. Fouled in the penalty area, but nothing given. It's all kicked off straight away within the first minute, hasn't it? Corner taken. Billing to Pearson. Was headed for Smith, but Norwich were quick to intercept. Cantwell doing well to hold off Adam Smith, but the ball has gone out for another throw. Bournemouth looked like they almost caught Norwich out by surprise, but the Canaries were wise to this. And it is going to be another throw in to Norwich. And away goes the ball. Headed, which was going to Cook, the captain of Bournemouth. Now Lloyd Kelly. Kelly passes to Pearson. Pearson finds one of the attacking midfielders, but it's gone back to Cook. Billing, back to Cook again. Billing again. Now Cook. Ben Pearson finds Cameron Carter-Vickers. But it's gone back to David Brooks. Now Cook. Bournemouth doing well to hold on to the ball. Danjuma to Billing. Back to Danjuma again. But great interception by Max Aarons. Did well to defend. So Danjuma passes to Billing, but Billing passes back to Danjuma, and like I say, great defending by Max Aarons. But Bournemouth still hungry for this goal. Kelly now to Billing. Billing crosses, but the Norwich defenders guarding the goal superbly. Cameron Carter-Vickers now. Yet to see any action from Sam Surridge. Pearson. Kelly. Back to Pearson. Pearson passes to Cook, who crosses. Finds Adam Smith. Adam Smith for Bournemouth. Passes to Pearson. Now Kelly crosses, but held off by Buendia. Here's Pearson again. Cut out by Skip. I think he couldn't make up his mind. Anyway, now Smith. Brooks, Smith to Cameron Carter-Vickers. Now Pearson again. Pearson passes to Danjuma. Danjuma breaks forward. He's looking for someone to pass to. He's found Kelly. Kelly crosses, and the ball has gone in. It's Sam Surridge after nearly 50 minutes, but the goal's been ruled out again. It's disallowed. That was very unlucky. Was Surridge in the wrong place at the wrong time? Just as I was getting excited about a Bournemouth equaliser, Graham Scott only goes and strikes it off. He's not making it easy for Bournemouth he's not making it easy for Bournemouth tonight. But the goal has been re-given. The goal has been re-given. Daniel Farker doesn't look too happy. Danjuma crossed, passed to Kelly, but was Sam Surridge marginally ahead? Looked like he might have been. Let's have a look at this from another angle. Cross by Kelly. But did it come off? But it bounced off Krul and onto Surridge. Graham Scott now talking to some of the players. Is he going to caution anybody? And Tim Krul has been booked. That is his second yellow card this season. Anyway, the goal officially stands. And it is Norwich 1, Bournemouth 1. And this is crucial for Bournemouth now. They need another goal to win. Oliver Skip now. Cameron Carter-Vickers. But Skip might have been brought down, but play still goes on. Surridge was going for the ball, but Hanley held him off. Norwich still defending, but Bournemouth now back in possession. Kelly to Danjuma. Will he cross it to Surridge again? No, he won't, because Buendia has nicked the ball off him, although Danjuma wants it back. And the referee's pointing to something. And it will be a goal kick by the looks of it. Danjuma. This is another angle of that Surridge goal. Cross by Kelly. Bounced out by Krul, and Surridge just intercepted at the right time. Yes, he did. Why was it chalked off and then reinstated? I do not know. Anyway, Bournemouth back in play. Are they beginning to sense a weakness in Norwich's defence? They've been attacking a lot more recently. Surridge almost had it. Headed by Pearson, who goes down of his own accord. Carter-Vickers now has the ball, but Pookie decides to manhandle him for some reason. Pearson to Kelly. Danjuma to Solanke, but the ball was kept out very well by the Norwich defence, and it looks like that Prasmislav Placheta will come on in place of Teemu Pukki. And I'm not actually surprised that Pukki is coming off, because he did have a bit of a knock to his knee earlier on. Whether that will be sustained as an injury or not remains to be seen. But anyway, Placheta, the Poland international, will come on, which he does. Almost 55 minutes gone. Still Norwich 1, Bournemouth 1. You're listening to Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative commentary. Danjuma now to Smith. Kelly. Back to Cook. Cook crosses. And was heading for Surridge. But nothing has been given it. And it looks like a pack of ice is being strapped to Teemu Pukki's knee. That could be an injury. But Norwich are hoping that it isn't, because he is a key player. But play still resumes, and it is McLean. Solanke tries to nick it off him, which he does. And Billing looked like he was going to pass it to one of the forwards, but Norwich were quick to intercept. Anyway, Norwich back in play. Passes to Placheta. Now Aarons. Back to Placheta. Placheta holds on to the ball, but it's gone to Aarons, who crosses and finds Buendia. Can he make it two? No! Very close. It might have clipped the post. He used his left foot. I think it bounced off a defender, and it just missed the post by inches. He just can't believe how close he came to scoring a second. That was very unfortunate. Cook to Danjuma. Wendy almost nicks it off him, but Danjuma holds on. And he fires it in, and it's 2-1 to Bournemouth. He has certainly redeemed himself after having his earlier goal in the first half disallowed. This is a much-needed boost for Bournemouth. If they win, they will increase their hopes of the playoff promotions. Danjuma just took his chance very well, fired it in with his right foot, went straight up almost to the centre of the D, bang, into the net, and Bournemouth are 2-1 up. The Norwich defenders and Tim Krul just could not get to the ball in time, and Jonathan Woodgate, he might not be smiling, but he is very happy inside. Can Norwich bring the game level? Cantwell had the ball, but is brought down in the penalty area, and it is Adam Smith given a yellow card. Smith tries to go for the ball, but he bashes into Cantwell, and that is his 4th yellow card this season. Did that look intentional to me? I don't think so. And Kenny McLean's been booked. Unbelievable. And it is a free kick to Norwich, and it will be Emiliano Buendia to take the free kick. He goes for it, but the ball does not go to its intended target, and it is out for a and is out for a goal kick. No, it's another corner, beg your pardon. Max Aarons looked like he was going to take the corner, but he's changed his mind, and it is going to be Krasnoslav Placheta. Placheta kicks the ball, but it does not go to its intended target and does not go into the net. I thought Norwich had the strongest defence, but now it looks as though Bournemouth could well equal them. Ball's gone out for another throw-in. Almost 60 minutes gone. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 2. And Juma. Oh, sorry, Carter Vickers now. Anyway, back to Carter Vickers. The big American. Now Cook. Kelly. Solanke. Cook again. Pearson. Carter Vickers. Brooks. Pearson again. Cook. Danjuma. Cook again. Pearson. Back to Cook. Cook crosses to Danjuma. Danjuma holds onto the ball. Kelly. Norwich quick to intercept, but Kelly's back. But Danjuma has the ball back. Solanke! Saved by Krul. Can't help but think that if Krul had stepped out of his position or is in the wrong place, that would have been 3 to Bournemouth, but he saved that one. Arnaud Danjuma in his last 10 games has scored 8 goals and has created 20 chances with 4 assists. Max Aarons for Norwich. Ball's cross looked like it was headed for Buendia. Buendia's going for the ball, but the Bournemouth defender's doing well to hold him off. Now is Brooks. And as things stand, Bournemouth will be ahead of Barnsley by 3 points. Still 2-1 between Bournemouth and Norwich. Now, Bamidele for Norwich. Passes back to Krul, who kicks the ball heading for Cantwell. But Bournemouth doing well to hold them off. Now here's Lloyd Kelly. Kelly passes to Carter Vickers. Pearson. Back to Carter Vickers. Now Pearson again. Then Pearson crosses, but caught by Aarons. And it looks like Solanke was going to nick it off, but couldn't. Pearson. Smith again, heads for Philip Billing. Caught by Hanley, but Hanley has passed back to Krul. And Billings looks menacing. He's trying to get it off, but Norwich doing well to hold off their defence against Bournemouth. That's the Norwich we remember from the first half. Are they getting back into this? Anyway, Cantwell has been fouled by David Brooks, I think. Anyway, whatever happened, nothing was given. Hanley. And the ball has gone out for a Norwich throw. Norwich throw will be taken by one of the midfielders and looked like it was headed for Wendia, but the Bournemouth defence were quick to get it off him. Now here's Oliver Skip. Skip again. Now Cantwell. Skip. Cantwell. Cantwell holds on. Cleared away by Krul. He's been working really hard in the second half, hasn't he? Ball almost taken away by Solanke, but Norwich doing well to hold on. Now here's Planchetta, and Smith has been fouled. Adam Smith has been fouled. Nothing given. Cameron Carter-Vickers talking to the referee, who passes to Begovic. I think he was trying to clear up the matter, but anyway, it has been cleared up, so no further harm done. Carter-Vickers to Brooks. Carter-Vickers. Cook. Anjuma. Cook. Carter-Vickers. Out for a throw to Norwich with Sorensen to take the throw. Now here's McLean. McLean for Norwich. Passes to Krul. Brooks. Out for a throw. Brooks takes the throw to Carter-Vickers. Pearson. Kelly. Now Danjuma. 67 minutes gone. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 2. And here's Carter-Vickers again. Cook. Back to Carter-Vickers. One of the Norwich players was looking to intercept, couldn't quite get there. And Brooks was going for the ball, but was fouled by McLean. McLean angry. Angry, it looks as if he was trying to get in the way. Pearson trying to discuss with the referee his view of the story. Nothing given for McLean. Lucky to get away with that. Worth a yellow in my view. He might have gone for the ball, but that challenge looked a bit rough in my view. Should have been awarded a yellow, but didn't get it. And like I say, very fortunate to get away with this. Free kick now to Bournemouth. Can they make it 3? Headed away by one of the Norwich defence. Now Aarons. Planchetta. Cantwell. Todd Cantwell for Norwich. And one of his teammate has been brought down. No, it was Cantwell himself, I beg your pardon. Free kick to Norwich. Thought one of the midfielders was going to take it, but in actual fact, it was Krul. Billing. And yellow flag's gone up. It looks like offside. Play resumes. Cook, now Carter Vickers. Brooks. Skip now, but Skip's brought down. And a yellow card for David Brooks. He might have been going to the ball, but that was unnecessary, having his hand on his shoulder and pushing him down like that. That's his third of the season. That's the third card of the season for the Welsh international. Free kick to Norwich. And out goes the ball for a throw. And another substitute is being made for Bournemouth, and it is going to be Junior Stanislas on for David Brooks. Stanislas has scored 11 for the Cherries this season. Will he be able to add more tonight? All thrown by Kelly to Cook. Kelly again. Back to Cook. That looked like Carter Vickers. Pearson. Cook. Kelly. And out goes the ball for a throw. Buendia. Skip. Aarons. Throw-in taken again by Bournemouth. Kelly to Cook. Now Carter Vickers. And Smith to Pearson. Cook to Danjuma. Cook. Pearson. Back to Cook. Now Carter Vickers. Pearson again. Ben Pearson for Bournemouth. To Adam Smith. Back to Pearson. Carter Vickers. Now Cook again. Danjuma. Norwich too quick for them again. Buendia looked like he was going to take them all on, but Norwich were quick. But the Bournemouth defenders were quick to get it off him. That was Solanke to Stanislas. Now Billing. Kelly. Back to Billing. And now Pearson. Billing. Back to Cook. Crosses it to Kelly. Now Dominic Solanke. Intercepted and brought down. Now it's Cantwell in possession for Norwich. Cantwell passes to Planchetta, but Bournemouth take it off him. Danjuma. Danjuma doing well to hold on to the ball, but Max Aarons, Omo Amidale takes it off him, and Wolverhampton Wanderers are now in the lead after 59 minutes, courtesy of Willian Jose in their game against Sheffield United. Todd Cantwell for Norwich. Norwich passing the ball to whoever player they can find. This is Max Aarons. Cantwell again. Cantwell. Hanley. Hanley finds another defender. Back to Hanley. Cantwell. Intercepted by Carter Vickers. Surridge. Going for Danjuma. Can Danjuma get to the ball? Yes, he can. Looks for someone to cross it to, but finds Kelly instead. Kelly goes for it, and it's 3 for Bournemouth. Courtesy of Lloyd Kelly in the 75th minute. Just when I thought that Bournemouth would lose out to Norwich or at least get a draw, they've only gone and extended their lead. Superb teamwork between Surridge and Danjuma. Just got a comment from Mike Harneman saying that if Sheffield United lose, they will be relegated. But what a finish by Lloyd Kelly. That was just awesome. The way he fired that ball into the bottom right corner. Tim Krul did not stand a chance, and Jonathan Woodgate, is he ecstatic or what? And there is going to be another substitution for Norwich, actually 2 by the looks of it. And Todd Cantwell gives way to... Couldn't see who it was, but we'll confirm. It's actually Jordan Hugill, and Buendia has gone off in favour of Onel Hernandez. 77 minutes gone. Norwich trail Bournemouth by 3-1. Those 3 extra points, should Bournemouth win, will give them a boost in their promotion hopes. Norwich in play again, and this is Onel Hernandez. Gets the ball shortly after being brought on. But Bournemouth doing well to hold him off. Yes, I quite agree, Dad. Norwich are certainly missing their red-carded player now. But Norwich still in play. Omo Bamidele. Good cross, but intercepted by the Bournemouth defenders. Begovic now with the ball. Steve Cook, the Bournemouth captain, passes to Carter Vickers. And out goes the ball for a throw, and it is going to be Sorensen to take the throw. Daniel Farker looking pensive. McLean. Crosses to Tete. No, Tete. Alex Tete passes to a teammate who tries to go for goal but misses. Delia Smith, the owner of the club and And renowned chef looks on. And the Norwich Sport, and also present is the Norwich Sporting Director, Stuart Webber. Oliver Skip now for Norwich. Passes to Aarons, but caught by Kelly. Dominic Solanke takes the ball away. Goes for Danjuma. Oh no, Danjuma for Bournemouth. Can he make it? Was he at an angle to make it 4? I don't know, but the Norwich players were quick to nick it off him. He was brought down by Max Aarons. Is that worthy of a card? I don't think so. Kelly. Stanislas to Pearson. Kelly back to Pearson. Now Stanislas. Kelly. Pearson. Pearson to Stanislas. What can he do from this? What can he do from here? Passes to Billing. Now back to Pearson. Kelly. Now Ben Pearson again. Carter Vickers. Billing, Carter Vickers again. Cameron Carter Vickers passes to Stanislas. Stanislas now with the ball. Passes to Danjuma. Danjuma quickly passes to Kelly. Kelly looks for an opening, can't get through. Ball passes back and forth between Kelly and Danjuma. Now Pearson. Cook. Cook now with the ball. Pearson. Kelly. Back to Pearson again. Less than 10 minutes to go. Norwich 1, Bournemouth 3 at Carrow Road. You're listening to Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative commentary. Stanislas. Cook. Kelly. To Danjuma. Pearson to Kelly again. Now Cook. Carter Vickers. We've seen quite a lot of him tonight. Kelly. Pearson. Kelly again. Cut out by Oliver Skip, who's done well to defend. Cook. Now Carter Vickers. Cleared away by Begovic. Billing was heading for Solanke, but Norwich defenders were quick to get it off him. And it's Sorensen now with the ball. Smith goes for it. And bangs his head, or it looks like his knee, against the advertising board. Sorensen looks in some discomfort as well, but play still goes on. Sorensen, Smith looks like he's holding what looks to be like the bottom part of his leg, almost his foot. And Sorensen just clatters into him. Did he do that on purpose? I don't think he did. He looked like he was going for the ball, but just caught Stanislas caught Smith in the wrong place. Sorensen quickly up. And Smith is up as well. That's good to see. Both players are okay. Tim Krul now to take the goal kick for Norwich. 6 minutes to go. Krul sends the ball out of the goal area, but is intercepted by Pearson, sorry. Now Kelly for Bournemouth, quickly holds on, but was caught by Hernandez. Ball's gone out for a throw, which has been taken. Cook to Carter-Vickers. Back to Carter-Vickers. Smith. Carter-Vickers. Getting into almost a bit of a tangle with Hugill. Yes, Hugill. Cook to Kelly. Kelly finds Danjuma. Arno Danjuma for Bournemouth. Goes for goal, but misses. And it only hits the side netting. If he'd have shifted himself another couple of feet, that could have been 4. Unlucky not to make it so. And Tim Krul to take the goal kick. Headed by Hugill. Carter-Vickers. Now Smith. Back to Pearson. Now Billing. Carter-Vickers. To Begovic. Headed by Norwich midfielder, but it's gone to Dominic Solanke, the Cherries' top scorer this season. Skip, Stanislas, Pearson now, back to Stanislas, now back to Pearson. Stanislas again. Billing to Carter-Vickers. Cook. Kelly. Danjuma. Now Philip Billing, who crosses to Stanislas, but the ball's kept out, and Kelly was trying to get the ball off him. Would he have been offside had he gone ahead with the goal? I don't think he would have been, but Norwich did well to hold off Lloyd Kelly. No, Stanislas. Almost 2 minutes to go of normal time remaining. And it is still Norwich City 1, AFC Bournemouth 3. Stanislas to Solanke, but Krul picks the ball up off him, no trouble whatsoever. Oliver Skip. Now Max Aarons. Surridge looked like he was going to get the ball off Omo Bamidele. Pearson. Carter-Vickers. Stanislas back to Pearson. Cook. Kelly. Back to Cook, now Kelly again. Danjuma. Passes to Billing. And it looks like it was going back to Pearson, which it did. It went to him momentarily. Now Cook. Hugill was just a fraction of a second too late to nick it off, to take it off. Stanislas. Back to Stanislas again. Billing to Kelly, who passes to Danjuma. Danjuma was aiming the ball for Surridge, but the Norwich players did well to hold off the advancing attack. Is it too little too late now for Norwich to pull something back, or at least get a consolation goal? Krul kicks the ball up the field. Finds Hugill, who is brought down by Pearson, I think. Now Cook. And there will be an additional period of 3 minutes added on time. Pearson. Now Kelly. Pearson again. Back to Kelly. Pearson. Danjuma. Ben Pearson now for Bournemouth. And is brought down again. This time it was Oliver Skipp who fouled him. The referee's talking to him. And this is a yellow card for Oliver Skipp. Bit rough, but deserving of a yellow card. And there will be a last-minute substitute for Bournemouth, and it is going to be Jack Stacey on for, oh no, Danjuma, I think. We'll confirm shortly. And looking again at that 57th minute goal, which put Bournemouth ahead. No wonder he was so happy about it. That was just a wonderful score. And as for Arno Danjuma, I am going to put him as my man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. And Jack Stacey does indeed come on for Danjuma. Cook. Pearson. Less than a minute of added time remaining. Carter Vickers. Cook. Kelly. Billing. Bournemouth just need to hold on throughout the remainder of added on time. Could they perhaps score a goal out of the bag? I don't think they can. But they're certainly having a darn good try out of it though. Sam Surridge, but Norwich captain Grant Hanley doing well to hold off the attack, and the final whistle has gone. Bournemouth have got the 3 points they needed to extend their chances of getting into the playoff promotion race. Now 3 points clear of Barnsley. Norwich City already promoted. A win would have been nice, but it just wasn't to be their night after the impressive display they showed in the first half. Bournemouth have certainly deserved this win, and the final score at Carrow Road, Norwich City 1, AFC Bournemouth 3.
Thank you very much, Nicholas. A fantastic performance from Bournemouth in the end, and a superb victory. Norwich already up and can clinch the title on Tuesday should they beat Watford, who drew earlier on today. I'm just going to mention this, which I forgot to mention when I read the scores out at the start of the programme and at half time as well. This evening, John Sheridan has offered to resign as Swindon Town manager after they lost 4-1 to AFC Wimbledon earlier on today. Their defeat sees them all but relegated to League Two for next season. And as also Mike just mentioned here, Norwich City's 18-game unbeaten run will come to an abrupt end with a superb performance in the end by Bournemouth this evening. Also, don't forget you can join myself tomorrow night at 6:30 as I bring you commentary on Leicester City vs Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final. That's going to take place at Wembley. I'll be in Football Commentary Live HQ Studios. We have got another game going off in the Premier League right now. It's currently 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers against Sheffield United. That's coming up towards the end of the game in that one, so hopefully that is going to be fantastic. We have got our friend who's dancing around back in the Football Commentary Live studio in Wolverhampton, who is probably dancing around with the scoreline as 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers against Sheffield United. Sheffield United can be relegated if they lose tonight. But before we hand over to Kieran and just say a very good evening to him and see how he's getting on, not been on here for a bit as Kieran, I'm going to fetch back in the man that is known as Nicholas Jones. And Nicholas, you gave your man of the match to Arnott Danjuma of Bournemouth. Where was that the kid? Why did you pick him out of the entire players on the pitch this evening?
His attacking prowess standed out a lot more, and despite an earlier goal which was disallowed, he certainly redeemed himself in leaps and bounds by scoring the goal that put Bournemouth ahead. He also helped out Lloyd Kelly with the third goal that extended Bournemouth's lead. So 4 marks to Arnaud Danjuma.
Yes, fantastic performance from him. I'm now going to say a very good evening. We've not been covering this game tonight. Wolves currently 1-0 up, closing stages of the game, about a couple of minutes left of the game. But let's say a very good evening to our very good friend, Mr. Kieran Riley. Kieran, how are you doing, my friend? You okay?
I am not too bad. I am ecstatic at the minute that we're finally on 2 wins out of 2 after an absolute drought of not winning any games. So I'm over the moon that currently we're on track for 2 out of 2, but Sheffield United in the past 10 minutes have definitely been on the press. They've come close once or twice in the last 15 minutes, which has been very, but we've got Adama Traore currently running. Doma! Oh, no. Stuffed that one up. Could have been 2 there, but stuffed it up. We should be at least, if anything, this game should be about 3-2. 3-2 to Wolves. Both teams have had absolutely fantastic efforts. Sheffield United coming very close I think it was about 10 minutes ago. It literally was I'd say about half an inch from going in. Half an inch over the top of the bar. Lucky Patricio was there to save it. But Wolves' goal coming from a counter-attack, a fabulous run from Adama Traore, I must say, which gifted William Jose his first goal. Bearing in mind, he's been with us since... Was it the start of the season he joined us? Or just... Christmas, just after Raul's head injury, I should say. But it's finally that 4 months down the line, he's finally got his first goal after numerous starts for the club. So it's done. We've got 30 seconds left, plus injury time. But as it stands at the minute, it looks like this game's going to finish 1-0 Wolves, with Sheffield United being relegated come the close of this game.
Yes, Kieran Riley's been watching that one. It's not first time he's been on here for quite a while, so thank you for giving us that update there, Kieran. We will be delighted to fetch him back to do some commentaries when he is available to do that with us. Thank you for giving us an update there, Kieran. We've got Mike Orman mention Here he says, I remember when this was a League One fixture on about Wolves and Sheffield United when Kieran was mentioning there. Both teams were competing against Stevenage, wasn't even, and both teams competing against Stevenage wasn't that so long ago. And that's quite true there, Mike. We'll just stay with you till the end of the Wolverhampton Wanderers game, and then we'll leave for this evening. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight. Also, a big thank you to Derek, Jerry, Anne, and Malcolm as we enter 4 minutes of stoppage time in the Wolverhampton Wanderers game. And Derek, Jerry, Anne, and Malcolm, thank you very much for tuning into our coverage of Bournemouth. 3-1 win away at Norwich City, despite no joy to being promoted. And also, I just want to say, I'm just switching back in for one final few moments. Nicholas, thank you for some fantastic, great commentary again, mate. I know he says it's very hard to do solo commentary, and that was the second time doing a solo commentary on the channel on Football Commentary Live. But I just want to say, fantastic work again, Nicholas. You did fantastic today. How did you find the commentary, and how did you find the game this evening?
Well, seeing as I only got this as a last-minute call up, I have to say I did really well on that one, and I think I'm actually getting the hang of doing the commentary solo. But all the same, I think it would be great if I could do more commentaries with at least another person. But you get what you're given. So I have to say, I think I did a really good job, despite not being sure if I was actually going to do it.
Yes, and I would say last minute selection for this game to bring this game to. We thought about this late last night, and we had a word, and Nicholas agreed to do this one. Did his all the work very well last night. We're going to the final few minutes of the Sheffield United game. We'll leave at the end of that, so can mention that score to us. Adam Traore is coming away with the ball now for Wolverhampton Wanderers onto the edge of penalty area. His shot is blocked, but Aaron Ramsdale claims. And Derek Jones yet again has come in. Thank you, Derek, for tuning in tonight. He has put a big smiley face for the mention again. I think, Nicholas, he does enjoyed the programme tonight, and he does just even put now, Nicholas. He just put entertaining game and commentary. So thank you very much. And our friend of the Football Commentary Live, Mike Ornament, Nicholas, you know Mike, you've spoken to him on a number of occasions. He's put excellent commentary, Nicholas. So you've gained some plaudits, and people are enjoying your commentary, even doing it solo or with some other ones, Nicholas. So fantastic work, mate.
All right, cheers, guys. I'm really enjoying my time so far on FCL, and I look forward to doing more games with you lots.
Yes, we're looking forward to you working with us for quite a while, Nicholas, and building up his commentary stars and everything. And hopefully you get to commentate on some of the playoff matches out in the end of the season, or for some more Football League games before then as well. There'll be a few on in midweek. Not sure what we're doing in midweek just yet, but stay locked to our socials. We'll keep you informed there. Twitter is our Commentary Live 1 that's going across the bottom of your screen right now. And also visit us on Facebook. That's the best way to follow Football Commentary Live. Facebook.com/FootComLive. And you are listening to the home of alternative commentary, Football Commentary Live, and we've brought you commentary tonight of Bournemouth's 3-1 win in Norwich. We're just waiting for the closing stages of Wolves against Sheffield United, which looks like it's going to be finished any second now. The whistle's just gone. Sheffield United are relegated to the Championship for next season. Wolverhampton Wanderers claim a 1-0 victory. And Kieran, as a Wolves fan, how big a win is that for Wolverhampton Wanderers this evening, mate?
Apart from the fact that it's against the bottom of the league, but it's good to finally actually have 2 wins out of 2 now. Just sort of pop that breaking news on there so people can just read it. That we're getting good at relegating people. We did this in League One against Carlisle back when we were in League One. We relegated Carlisle down to League Two. So We're getting good at relegating people, I must say. But this has been on the cards for a while, but it's actually finally good to actually get ourselves 2 wins on the bounce now. Obviously, the last one coming against Fulham in that 1-0 victory there after a fantastic goal from Adama Traore. And the 1-0 victory here with Willian Jose finally getting his first league goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. In fact, his first goal for the club itself since joining us in the January transfer window. So it's another good win. Pushes us. I think we stay 12th or 11th, 12th in the table. I think we're now 2 points behind Aston Villa, who sit in 11th. And I'm just looking now. We are 3 points behind Aston Villa, who sit in 11th. We're currently sitting 12th. We're 3 points ahead of Crystal Palace. But I believe that should mathematically make us safe now from being relegation contenders. Now we've hit the big 4-0, but there's still plenty of games to go. So we'll certainly have to wait and see. Commiserations to Sheffield, who have been relegated. Congratulations to Norwich, by the way, who have been promoted back to the Premier League where they deserve to be. So well done to them. But another win for us, which I think is perfect. The Nuno era is back, considering we've just been hit with another injury blow.
Yes, and thank you very much, Kieran, for bringing us your thoughts on the end of the Wolverhampton Wanderers game. We're going to finish it off now and say thank you once again to Nicholas Jones for excellent work today. You've match levered commentary for us. Norwich City 1, Bournemouth 3 in the AFL Championship. And myself, Nicholas, and Kieran, and everyone here at Football Commentary Live, we'll see you again soon. Take care, guys, and we'll see you on the next one, which is tomorrow night, 6:30. Join myself for Leicester City versus Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final. But from us here, Norwich City 1, Bournemouth 3 in the Championship, Norwich promoted, Sheffield United relegated. Good night, everyone.